Are you an Ableton producer that's trying to get your mixes on Ableton to sound as professional as possible? You're finally comfortable with Ableton, you're putting together some great beats, the grooves that you're making are solid, the synths sound great. The only problem is that your mixes sound unprofessional. You can't seem to get the same sound quality as the pros, and that difference in sound quality really bothers you. The mix itself doesn't have the same level of punch to the drums and to the bass. The chords themselves don't have the same level of shine and shimmer and lushness. And right now you've got more questions than you do answers. You know that this is the one thing that's holding you back from taking your music and your music career to the next level. Well, I've got some great news for you. I've created a new online video course called The Recipe. It's a guide to creating professional quality mixes on Ableton Live. The Recipe is a step-by-step system for you to create album quality mixes using Ableton Live, using only the stock plugins that came with Ableton and the gear that you already own. And at only 2 hours long, you can watch this entire course in an afternoon and get the system that I personally use to create great mixes using Ableton Live. If you want your beats to be ready for CDs, streaming, and radio play, you need this course. It teaches you simple yet effective strategies to help you to achieve that professional sound that you're looking for. Sounds awesome, right? Well, take a look at all these hard-hitting techniques that we've packed into this 2-hour-long course for you. So first thing, here's a stupid simple introduction to the most important tools that you have at your disposal as a mixer using Ableton Live. So that's compression, EQ, panning, reverb, distortion, saturation, delay. So not only am I going to break down the basics of what these tools actually do to your audio signal, but I'm also going to show you how to use them and when and where you should use them in the context of your mixes, all right? I'm also going to show you why you're likely doing sidechain compression all wrong right now. I'm going to show you the right way to dial in sidechain compression to add that sweet, punchy bounce to your low end to make things sound a lot more musical than you're probably making them right now. I'm also going to show you why any real mix engineers out there that are making money as mix engineers and not just internet BSers that talk about mixing, real mix engineers never use parallel compression, okay? This is just a hyped up internet phenomenon for producers and engineers who are just blindly repeating other people's stuff, okay? So do not follow anyone who mentions that term. Real world mix engineers and music producers don't use this. I'm going to show you why, all right? So I'm going to show you a concept that will change the way you use your equalizers forever. I'm going to show you the one single thing that you need to listen for before you make any decisions with your EQ, whether that's a boost or a cut, okay? One thing that you need to listen for. Many new producers make the mistake of not paying attention and listening for this, and it ends up costing them in terms of their mixes. All right, I'm going to show you 3 fundamental mixing techniques that will 2 times, 3 times, maybe even 10 times the quality of your mixes, all right? No bullshit. If you could throw away every mixing technique that I teach you or that you've learned anywhere else and just utilize these 3 techniques that I'm going to show you, your mixes would still sound awesome, okay? These are essentially the 80-20 levers of mixing, meaning the 20% of techniques that will produce you the 80% of the results. The majority of your results when mixing, if you focus on just these 3 things, you'd still get some really sweet sounding mixes. I'm also going to show you my easy button method to getting those really wide, professional sounding mixes. Okay, and the secret is that you can do it with a really simple, free plugin that I'm going to show you how to download from the internet. Okay, it's really easy to do actually. I'm going to show you a look at my complete mixing workflow. So I'm going to let you look over my shoulder as I walk you through my entire process of me mixing a beat from start to finish and sort of break everything down for you along the way. That's going to be really valuable for you. I'm going to show you why you have to create your own mix template for Ableton Live. Okay, so this is just a collection of synth channels. That's what a mix template is. I'm going to show you how to create your own and what effects to put in it and what settings. And this strategy alone is going to take the time that it takes for you to produce a great mix on Ableton. It's going to cut it in half. Seriously, it's that efficient for your workflow. And at the same time, it's going to make your music sound twice as good, just because you'll have access to a palette of sounds that you can just quickly run your sounds through and make them sound really sweet, and it makes it very simple. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to ensure that your mixes translate beautifully inside of the real world, meaning so that once you take your mixes out of your home studio, out of your headphones, out of your studio monitors, I'm going to show you how to make sure your mixes sound great on a car stereo or on cheap earbuds or maybe even through a cell phone speaker, okay? So that's very important if you want to start releasing your mixes to, SoundCloud and YouTube and streaming services and iTunes and the radio and all that other stuff. I'm going to show you professional automation techniques that will help you to sweeten your mixes and keep your listeners' ears glued to the music, okay? How to add movement and an evolving nature to your music so that it's not stagnant, sterile, and boring, all right? It's very important. I'm going to show you how to add more grit, aggression, and grime to your drums and bass lines by dialing in the right combination of distortion, saturation, and EQ. This is an awesome technique. Really give you that gritty sound that you're probably looking for. I'm going to show you how to mix your drums the right way. Okay, a lot of people are doing it the wrong way. You probably learned the wrong way, and that's no fault of your own. But I'm going to show you how to add more power, punch, and knock to your drums. Because if you're like the majority of people who come to me, 90% of my students, you're likely over-processing your drums right now. You're putting too many damn effects on your drum signal chain, and it's squeezing your sound down into, basically grinding it into dust. I'm going to show you a better way to mix your drums with less plugins and effects and processing to make it sound full and powerful, all right? This is very important. I'm also going to show you how to breathe new life into your synths, all right? This is very important when you're using software synthesizers that doesn't have the same texture as real analog synthesizers. I'm going to show you how to get that natural tone out of a software synth to really shine through in your mixes, okay? But I don't want to go on forever. Just know that there's much, much more that you're going to learn inside of this mixing course, okay? You're also going to get, it doesn't stop here though. I'm just going to keep on adding things just to make this deal more sweet for you, because I'm also going to include this first bonus is my step-by-step mixing checklist. So this is essentially the exact step-by-step strategy that I follow every single time when I'm mixing a beat for myself, all right? So I'm going to not only show you how I'm mixing a beat, but I'm going to give you the checklist that you can follow so that when you're in your studio trying to mix your own music, you know exactly what to do first, second, third, fourth, and so on. It'll give you a framework that you need to create a clean and polished and crisp mix every time that you make a beat on Ableton. This is worth $20. I'm going to give you my Ableton mixing template, all right? So like I said, a mix template is basically a tool for you, a custom collection of synth channels rather, and it'll allow you to cut the time it takes for you to bang out a great quality rough mix in half. Seriously. But I'm going to give you my own, and it's really going to help you sweeten your mixes in a lot less time. This is the same exact template that I use every single time I make a beat in Ableton Live. This is worth $50. I'm also going to hook you up with the project files from these demonstrations and these videos that I'm going to show you. So as I show you demonstrations about all these EQs and all these things that I'm going to show you, the effects, the processing tools that you can use and the over-the-shoulder mix workflow, I'm going to give you the project files from these videos so that you can not only work along with me, but you can experiment with new techniques and learn as you're working along with me. And it's going to really help you out in terms of really driving all of this information to your head, and you can actually see what I'm going to do or see what I'm doing and work along with me, essentially. So, all right, so this is worth $30 as well. So, as you can see, if you add all that up, I'm giving you $100 worth of really useful mixing tools that will not only to help you improve your mixes even further, but also make it easier for you to mix. And you're going to get them for free when you sign up for this course today. So if you want everything that you need as an Ableton producer, the knowledge and the tools that you need to get that punchy, clean, crisp, and professional sound that you're looking for, this course gives you the power to transform your mediocre mixes into punchy, polished, billboard-ready music in your own home studio using just stock Ableton effects and the tools that you already own, the gear that you already own. So getting your copy of this course is hands down the quickest route possible to making professional sounding music using Ableton Live without making things too complicated or complex. And best of all, I'm going to show you how to do it using Ableton Live and the stock plugins that you already own. Just think about it. This is a no-brainer. How much quicker would your music and your music career advance if you had access to this information to make your mixes sound more professional and polished? All right, this is a no-brainer. So here's what you need to do. The normal price of this guide is $49, okay? And even at that price, this is a steal. Especially considering that if you were to buy this mixing course or a similar mixing course from a company like Point Blank or somebody, it would cost you $1,700 or more. Go ahead and look that up on their website. However, for a limited time, we're running a very special deal where you can get your copy of this course today for just $1. Seriously. Yes, I said $1. Okay? I'm going to give you this course instantly as a streaming video. So there's a collection of streaming videos that I'll show you. As soon as you place your order, you'll get an automated receipt and you'll immediately be able to start watching this course. And not to mention, you can get the access to these videos anywhere immediately. You won't have to wait for anything to come in the mail or anything like that. And you can even download the videos themselves if you want to put them elsewhere. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I just want to be clear. There is no catch, okay? A few people have asked me this. I realize that this is very inexpensive. This is almost like suspicious, right? And I know you're probably wondering in your head, what's the catch? Why is this so inexpensive? There is no catch. There's no hidden obligations or anything like that. I'm giving you this $1 course to help me to make my name in this Ableton community. I've not been in Ableton for very long, and I really want to make sure that I make my name in this tightly knit community. Just because there's so much competition out there. So my goal is to put this to put this course in the hands of as many people as possible. I want every Ableton producer in the world to own this mixing course. And the best way to do that is to sell it for absolutely cheap. You know, like McDonald's has their $1 menu or something. So my hope is that I'll give you this course, you'll love it, and this will be the start of a good business relationship for us, and maybe we'll work together for many years to come. But with that said, there's one thing that I need you to keep in mind though. This deal is going away soon. Fair warning, all right? This is a limited time promotion. It takes a lot of money to advertise this on the internet. And because I'm not making too much money from it, it doesn't really, or actually it might not make sense for me to do this for much longer. I have to see. Obviously, I've got bills to pay, and this is a business. So grab your copy now, seriously, or risk out missing out on this deal forever. Do not be mad when you try and come back to get this deal tomorrow and the price is raised back to $49, okay? Because I told you. Fair warning, all right? Also, I'm going to give you the boldest and best guarantee in the world just to make sure that you know I'm not kidding and just to make sure that you know you're safe by investing in this, all right? To make this really a no-brainer for you, I'm going to give you a 100% lifetime guarantee that you'll love this course, or I'll return your money and let you keep the course and the bonuses. You heard that right. Seriously, I'm guaranteeing that I will make you a much better mixer. You'll be making much better mixes on Ableton Live because of the information and the tools that you get inside of this course. And if you're not satisfied for whatever reason, just email me at rstevenson542@gmail.com or call the number that's on your receipt. You're going to get your receipt automated in a few moments, and I'll give you back your money, no questions asked. All right, sound fair? Click the button below this video now. It's a big button, and get your copy of this course right now. When you click the big button below, you're going to be taken to an order form where you'll enter your name and payment details on the next page. And after this goes through, you'll be watching this 4-hour-long course. I know I said 2 before, but I've expanded this, made it even more detailed and deep. And you'll be watching the 4-hour course and checking out your bonuses in just a few minutes, all right? So click here now and claim your copy of this deal before it's over. You will not regret it. Go ahead and look below. There's a whole bunch of other information about testimonials from students, even a preview of what's inside the course. There's a bunch of information to know that this is actually legitimate. So go ahead and grab your copy now before this deal is over. You will not regret it, all right? Thank you for taking the time to sit with me for a minute, and I appreciate your investment in this course. I really hope that it will make a difference in your future with music. Again, I will talk to you later. My name is Rob. I'll holler at you later. Peace.